Hi everyone. Thank you for following Neuro Learning for Golf Live. My name is Ryan. I'm one of the golf professionals here on Michael Hebron's staff. Just got back from New York and had a pretty exciting day a couple days ago. The Met section had its normal spring education forum, but this was no normal forum. We had Tiger Woods' coach, Sean Foley, there. And if you're like me, you read everything there is on the internet, anything you can in magazines and books, and listening to commentators on TV. And no matter the media forum, everyone's speculating what Sean is working on with Tiger, and his other players as well. Well, it put my curiosity to rest, and quite a few poor rumors about Sean. To start things off, I have to say Sean Foley is a really modest guy. He didn't wasn't a presentation format. It was like he was speaking to the couple hundred professionals that we had there. He had a very nice opening where he mentioned Michael Hebron and the influence that he has had on Sean's teaching. He said he's read all of Michael's books growing up. As soon as he finished one of Michael's books, he would go to the back and check out the recommended reading list, and he said that's where he used to start. What I didn't know about Sean was, and you hear all the speculation about what swing method he's using and what his ideas are about the golf swing. Sean said he didn't have a preference. He goes, he didn't have a swing model. He was more interested in how the player learns. Sean also said he was very familiar with Michael's newest research into brain-based learning. He mentioned the Talent Code and the influence, briefly on the influence that myelin has on developing players. He really talked about what to do with the player and providing a learning environment as opposed to preaching a swing method. In fact, Sean said that where teaching went wrong is when teachers started branding themselves and their swing methods. They almost became, I guess in my words, bigger than the player. He talked a lot about failure and screwing up, which we have talked about numerous times on the site. Mark Herman, who's a writer for Newsday, wrote a really nice article. It says, Tiger's Teacher is Learning. And it gave a brief overview of what we heard at the seminar. And below it, it mentions how Michael won this year's Met Section Sam Snead Award. I'm going to read a quote for you. The true platform for learning is screwing up. That came from Sean, which, as Mark writes, has echoed Michael Hebron's theories. Sean gave a pretty neat example with his kids. If one of the younger ones was about to fall off the side of a chair or couch, instead of going to run and rescue him and make sure he's safe, he said, let him fall. He won't fall again. Sean's pretty on top of the newest research when it comes to learning. It's pretty refreshing to see a younger coach working with tour players who understands that. He told a lot of great stories about his interaction with the players on tour. He said if he works with a player for an hour, he probably only speaks to him for about 3 minutes. And the rest of the time, he'll answer questions only if they ask. He says probably one of the worst places you can work on a player is at a practice tee before a tournament. And he gave a pretty cool story about him and Tiger. Sean made it a personal challenge or a fun challenge to himself that he wanted to go the whole time on the practice tee with Tiger and not say one single word to him. He said he made it about 35 minutes before Tiger looked back and asked him, hey, what time's your flight? Sean gave a great informal presentation. He was very candid, very honest, and I really enjoyed it. He's a self-critical person who really understands and has a thirst for the newest knowledge and ideas on learning. I'd like to on top of that, thank all our followers. We just started this past winter season, Neuro Learning for Golf Live. We have a strong following on Twitter and Facebook, and we see that the same followers are coming to visit and follow our video posts on the blog. I've got one big request though. I think a lot of people have ideas and they're not sharing with us on our video posts. If you don't know already, if you look below the video, you'll see comments. If you click on that, you'll not only see comments from other people about our videos, but an area at the bottom where you too can post your not only thoughts on our videos, whether you agree or disagree, but we would love your questions. If you don't understand something or you have a question that's related, we would love to answer it. We can address it in writing on the blog, or we can create a new video post for it. So thank you again for following, and good luck in your upcoming season.